We travel south to Poteau, Oklahoma, the Pervasive Parenting Resource Center.
In 2014, my wife and I started the Pervasive Parenting Center, a nonprofit organization. We're basically a resource center that helps families with disabilities find the resources that they need. At the time, we were just working out of our house and out of my car. I always tell people my office is out in the parking lot. But in 2016, as we started networking with other people, we found out about a grant through the U.S. Department of Education. It's a Community Parent Resource Center grant. We got it the first time. It was almost as if, I always tell people it's crazy. It's almost as if God's taking over and saying, look, this is where you need to go. He's opening doors. Kimmy came in and she had low social skills. She wasn't really wanting to talk to very many people. And through the social group, she really blossomed. She came out of her shell to the point that now she goes with us to autism conferences, state conferences. She actually spoke to a statewide mental health group in Oklahoma City, and she really is sharing her issue. She didn't know she had autism until she was in her 20s.
Right after I learned that I was autistic, and I didn't know about this for 2 decades of my life. So when I found out about this place, I came here because this was basically an oasis in the middle of a desert of the unknown. After that first summer, Kimmy came to me the last day and she said, now what do I do? And I said, well, Kimmy, what do you want to do? And she said, well, I want to work. And I said, okay, we can try to help you find a job. Let's maybe work with the DRS. She said, no, I want to work here. And I said, I don't really have the money to hire you. And she said, that's okay, I'll volunteer. And so she volunteers 3 days a week for 3 hours a day, and she comes in and helps us to the point that she basically runs the office most of the time, make sure that we have supplies, everything's put in its place and everything. We named her our office manager last year because that's what she does, and we couldn't run without her. The group ended, and I was like, what am I supposed to do now? And Cody's like, maybe you want to work? And I was like, yeah, I want to work here. He said, well, I can't really pay you. And I was like, no, I'll just volunteer. I just want to work here because I want to learn more about autism and just helping people in general, and by vice versa, helping myself, because I became more confident and more independent as the longer I work here. Now she helps us run the social groups, so to see that, and she's just one of several that we've worked with that have come out of their shell and really pushed to advocate for themselves. And I think that to me is, and I always say, we learn way more from her or them than they do from us. I want to make sure that people understand that this isn't just me, and it's the Pervasive Parenting Center, which includes, my staff and our board members. Our board members, I couldn't ask for a better group, and so this award goes to them more than me. I always tell people they're the brains, I'm just the mouth. Love yourself.
That's very good.